to be. Tombstone on the high ground. RP on 2 with the calling. Very nicely set up. Another Ravage that, oh, nice dodge there from 9 class. Not that it saves him, but it was cool. Outworld staff dodged the Ravage tentacles.
Next level. But there's the gem back in their hands. They'll reclaim it here. A big win. And a huge team play win. Just caught PARIVISION sleeping. They were farming the whole map.
They got a scan on them. They know they're coming. They ready to take advantage of this. The Wolves scouts out GPK. They know. They know they're sitting on a high ground ward. So PARIVISION are not going to get caught there anyway. But now it's BetBoom's turn to smoke and see. Since PARIVISION won't come to their ward, they will go to PARIVISION. But Dekalis positioned very nicely. Just breaks the smoke, blinks away. They're gonna go take Roshan.
He's hitting. Got to make a call.
They're gonna come back. Save. He managed to get out the ultimate. There goes the Hex. No one jumping straight in after GPK. GPK has Satanic, so it's not that big of a deal. Kiratin taking a lot of damage though from this TB. Throws a little damage after him. Satanic, nice man to dodge. They'll clean up the Serpent Wards. That is going to be a tier 3 down, but it also means that PARIVISION have removed BetBoom from that high ground position they were sitting in.
On the flip side, your meta wearing out here.
And your Shapeshift is now gone.
Those are big spells missing if BetBoom can take advantage of it.
HP pops Satanic, tries to heal up where he can. Doesn't have much to hit. This is a little weird.
Yeah, he did not get the healing he wanted there.
And Roshan's a bit low with the Tombstone out. Is it possible that PARIVISION go into the pit to take this?
They have meta coming back up here 20 seconds. Lycan form is available again as well, and Terrorblade Illusion top.
Nice catch! No one! A beautiful pickup straight into the Fiend's grip. This is the combo right here that PARIVISION will not have an answer to. Catching more. Outworld staff goes out onto the Rod of Atos, but 9 class will fall. All the same. Buyback immediately going to put to use as no one jumping around. GPK is the target. DM is going after Mira right now, trying to get the RP out of him, and the RP is never used. He just falls. GPK, the rest of his BKB is just simply not doing enough damage. He's not killing anything. The Ravage is finally getting put to use. It hits so many heroes, but they're not killing anything. There is no damage.
Somehow the Tide gets out of there. Satanic on the low ground took the fight to the Sniper on the high ground. But he had no Satanic to heal him through that.
And the top lane got demolished. And much going on. They can't seem to find any openings. Okay, there's the skewer. There's the RP. Miro drops it immediately.
The Sniper's dead,
Again, the damage is not the best because the Sniper is still dead. They're slowing down this Lycan. Got the anchor on him. Yep, they're trying to keep him out, but there goes the Tombstone. That picks him up. Kiratin gets broken. Takes a ton of damage in that window. Now he's got to reset. Got to deal with the Tombstone as well. PARIVISION will let them have...
Ward's bottom. There's just no stop on all 3 of these lanes right now. They're just going to rat their way to victory.
At this rate, yeah. 9 class sneaking in with his Glimmer Cape. He is spotted, though. Nice catch. That should be a pick, but no one's going to go in. Chains on 2 with the Shivas on both supports. Katomi getting low while the Terrorblade goes after GPK. GPK trying to push himself away, but now it's Kiratin's problem. The damage just surmounting. It's too much for them to be able to handle. Satanic's just marching forward and beating them all to a pulp. The Ravage finally gets used with the buyback used from Save. They don't have anything else. It's just Kiratin and Save trying to hold the game together, hold the series up. Satanic goes into the fountain and will die to the fountain. It wasn't Save. It wasn't Kiratin. It was the fountain that will provide the damage. But with a buyback being used, it is still a bad position for BetBoom with no buybacks on the rest of their heroes. It is just going to be a march down mid. PARIVISION will close this series out a 3-0 style. They are just too damn good.
I think they were too damn good the entire time. This felt like one of those events we all knew who was going to win from like day 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, this team, they're here to play. They're super confident, super cocky, picking whatever they want, beating whoever the hell they want, and looking way better than everybody else while they're doing it. BetBoom put up a little resistance here, but honestly, these guys were in a tier of their own at this DreamLeague, and this is a scary team to go up against right now for anybody. And especially as we look towards EWC and TI, like these guys have to be favorites at this point. This is a very different team than we saw even at the start of the year. I feel like they are leveling up, particularly in their mentality. I think at the start of the year, they had the skill, they had the team play, but people were like, oh, are they as good as they act? Are they going to have the confidence to go deep in lands, to close out grand finals, to go up against the other best teams in the world? And now they look like they're just here to clown on people. They're like, we already know we're going to win. We're just deciding how we're going to beat you.
It was very clean, very cool. Obviously, people know the callers, people know DM. DM, would you mind introducing our third member here on the screens?
It's my dog, the Chronic. So yeah, here he is.
Super cute, super cute.
Chilling around.
All right, we got a couple questions for you guys, and I think DM, my first question for you is, we've seen you guys with an incredible flex potential in terms of where the heroes are gonna go. With Dota 2 Pro Tracker being dead, how do you still keep up with finding new heroes to play on the offlane and finding new heroes that can be played in multiple roles?
I think it happens from us playing a lot of pubs, because sometimes people coming with new ideas, actually a lot of them coming from Duka, and sometimes coach saying some new ideas, sometimes I'm just finding myself some ideas. And that's how we just improving the hero pool, I guess.
That makes sense. Dukalis, I know from you guys talking about it in the past that it's Astini that is the guy that you and the team have to hold back in terms of the crazy ideas that he sometimes brings up. What's the craziest idea during this DreamLeague that you guys had to veto from him?
I mean, not sure I can say this, but I will say like it's gonna be 1 month more. He said to me like, can you try Brew 5? Like maybe it can work. And I said to him, yeah, I can try, but it's like it's super crazy idea for sure.
Well, at the moment, I feel like the position 5 pool for you is actually one of the least big variation of heroes. How do you feel about that? You're like the only one that just has to play the same heroes very frequently.
In our team we have a joke that previous patch was like I'm playing in prison, that I need to play Jakira, Warlock, Ringmaster and like repeat this circle. And A, yeah. And like in this patch I can actually choose my heroes. But yesterday day was funny because like I played 5 games in a row in Undying and PUB. And like, so I'm back from Jakira to Undying. But yeah, it's like, it's actually fun to play.
Oh, congratulations. Enjoying the freedom then I see.
I guess I could ask a question about your drafting, because I feel like you often make really good decisions late in the draft. And I'm curious how you manage the conversation to be like controlled. Sometimes in the later drafts, if you have different ideas, it can collapse and you can end up with maybe the wrong ideas, but you always seem to make good choices in late drafts. So I'm curious how you manage to keep the conversation calm and collected, if that makes sense.
I think DM can say, because like he's the guy who is pressing button with Astini, but from my side I can say that it's just if we over spam, we just say chill guys and let's go like to one idea, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said kinda correct. Like when we over spam, we just say, guys, let's not spam, let Astini say. Then Astini says like, let's do this and this. And then we're like following kinda this. Because we have him drafting and we should be like respecting his voice the most, I think. So yeah, that's how it's going.
Nice.
DM, I have a question about Brewmaster. The heroes had a negative win rate at the tournament, but it feels like you guys win with it every time. Or is your team just playing around it better, or is there something special you're doing that you think is making you win more?
To be honest, I think it's like a combination of some stuff. Like first of all, my team is very good and skilled at Dota, so we win more than the others on this tournament. And second of all, we pick Brewmaster in good games, I think. That's kind of the secret.
Okay, great, thanks.
I can tell you guys why it's so low, because it's only DM on the tournament, but no Toby Dota. Toby would show everyone how to play Brew.
Yeah, I have a question to both of you, if any of you want to answer. But when you guys are drafting or talking about the game, how much do you emphasize on lanes versus overall strategy? Because there are some teams in the tournament that draft to win lanes, but then they lose. How do you guys talk about that?
I think we don't usually like talk much about this, but we just talking about like so we're not getting like super punished. For example, like we don't want to put Ember against Huskar mid or against DP, which will snowball the game. Because I think it's fine to a bit lose lane, but for sure not like super hard. But I think it depends like what enemies ban for us. what we want to play this day. We can sometimes cheese like in 20 minutes with Chen. Sometimes we can play like last game, just pushing on enemy sides and not taking fair 5v5. So I think it's like we're not talking about this, and we can choose like from these two options. And I think it's why we really strong now, because we kind of open for both situations.
Hey Dookie, hey DM. Sorry, DM, do you have something to say?
No, I just said he said all the facts.
Okay.
About this.
I wanted to ask you guys about your pubs. I know you guys probably, like, out of all the teams, you probably played most pubs. You've always been pub stars. And I wonder how you practice in pubs to make it work in competitive. Like, do you ever pick yourself intentionally dog shit matchups in pubs just so that way in competitive, when you get totally countered, you know how to play against it? Like, what are your strategies for practicing for competitive in pubs?
I think...
Yeah,
You can
first,
say.
yeah.
Okay.
So polite.
Sometimes we queue together and one guy can say, okay, I want to practice this hero and I want to play against this hero. And then we just pick these heroes and stay against each other. Let's say I did with Satanic few times. So yeah, this is kind of our way to practice.
For me, I just pick like what I think is imba and just non-stop spam it. So for example, I have 7 wins on Undying in a row, or like on Disruptor it's 13 right now. But like I cannot pick it on this tournament. But I think hero is really strong. Maybe on TI and Riyadh Quals we're gonna see it, because like it's full imba.
Okay, DM, I have a question for you. So, is there a hero that 9 class could pick where you finally say, oh no, this guy's gonna grief my lane? Like, does that ever happen to you, or do you just trust every hero that he wants to play?
No. I mean, this actually didn't happen a single time. It's just with some heroes, sometimes it's harder to choose a lane, and some heroes can have bad dose-ups interaction, I would say. So this is only a bad thing can happen, but it's not always about the hero. Any hero can work. It can be, I don't know, Visage +4, I don't know, can be Ember Spirit +4, any hero can work. It's just about we need to optimize the hero with other heroes. That's how.
Okay, so you're telling me if he proposed to you, position 4 Broodmother, you would fully trust him?
Yes.
Wow.
If he will say there is a reason for it, let's say he go position 4 Broodmother versus Huskar carry, and then Huskar is not healing under his webs. Why not?
That's awesome.
Right?
Trust is very important. I have one more question about the identity that you guys have as a team. We're really struggling to get a grip on, like, saying that, oh, you know, this team PARIVISION, they like to split push, they like to team fight, they like to do this, because it seems like you guys can kind of win from any position with like any type of hero. So I'm wondering how you guys would actually describe your identity as a team.
As I said, like we can choose from options we have on draft, like what we like today to play. But I think the most important thing is that we improved after Blast, that we struggled before. It's like mental state, and we really improved on this. We, cheer for each other in game. We help each other, and I think that's why we can win from any point of the game, because we always positive. We trying our best. Nobody tilts. Because I see a lot of teams, for example, even this tournament. I'm not gonna name like which one, but I see on webcams they like tilted after.
I know the team.
I
know the team.
And it's like, it's whatever for me. Like it's their team and they can do everything they want. I don't judge people. But in our team, it's not anymore allowed. And we worked on this, and I think that's why we on winning streak right now, kinda as well.
That's very
Well,
cool.
Aurora should pay attention to this interview, I think.
I think they should. You guys, you've been playing in almost every single tournament that you could play in for basically since you guys formed as this roster. I know you're not playing anything until you're gonna be playing at EWC. What's the plan? That's like a month. Yeah, I don't think you guys have ever had a month without a competitive tournament. So what's the plan? What are you gonna do?
I mean, we actually gonna have Fisher. We decided not to play PGL Wallachia, but we're gonna play Fisher. I mean, just chill. Try to back our energy and all the stuff. But yeah, something like this. It's like, I think it's really, really good to have this time, so we don't burn out until TI as well. Yeah.
And how DM, how do you balance that? Because of course, that also means that if everybody takes it a little bit more chill, maybe coming into EWC, how do you make sure that you're still on top of your game, like as you are now?
I mean, obviously, before EWC, I'll just play a lot of pubs and we'll play scrims, so we'll be back into shape. And maybe, like, my life gonna be, like, I'm not gonna go travel anywhere right now. I'll just be home, streaming and playing pubs. Maybe. I never know.
Ooh,
So-
promising a stream for the people. That's nice. That's a good one right there. I'm looking forward to that one. And I do also hope that you guys can get some well-deserved relaxation time because it has been quite a filled year of Dota 2. Congratulations. I want to say once again, obviously to you two, but to your entire team. What are you going to do to celebrate? Is there a celebration or is that literally just laying flat on the couch and just enjoying nothingness?
Today, Belgrade is gonna, pop off. Like,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. How about you, DM?
And I'll just go have like Electra scooters, Like I'll just travel around the city. It's my hobby, kinda. And then I'll just walk with my dog for some time. So yeah, I'll just be chilling.
That both sounds very good, actually. Very cool. I wish you the happiest of Sunday evenings, the most chill Sunday evenings as well in some cases. Congratulations once again, guys. And thank you, of course, for taking the time to join us here on the
Thank you a lot.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your work
Bye-bye.
also.
Thank you
Ciao, ciao.
both.